Start your VCRs now. This is a special collector's edition of REALTV. He dangles between life and death.
Come on, boy, come down!
Those lines he's holding onto are juiced with thousands of volts, and he's gonna get zapped. Home video of the nut who flipped over the water fountain. A sudden gust of wind takes the kiddie right away, with the children still inside. The woman behind the lens of this camera will never forget the pregnant lady who made this awful choice.
Everybody was crying and screaming.
To jump from a burning building. And the terrified female parasailer who can't get back on the ground. Whatever you do, don't blink. It's REALTV's scariest home videos.
Hi, I'm John Daly, and welcome to this special collector's edition of REALTV, our scariest home videos ever. We begin with a distraught man who climbs a power pole and threatens to jump. He's surrounded by high-voltage wires. Someone rolls on all the commotion, and our Michael Brownlee has the tape you won't see anywhere else.
That's it.
Los Angeles, California. A disturbed man is walking an electrified tightrope.
No!
Bystanders watch helplessly below as the suicidal suspect flirts with death. A horrified neighbor with a home video camera is witness to the drama. The desperate man is now leaning on a lamppost 30 feet up. He's agitated and dangerously close to making a terrible mistake. Emergency crews reach out, but relatives say the man's drug use is making it impossible for him to reason. Frightened and confused, he scrambles away in fear for his life.
He's still hanging on, but there's nothing below him, just the pavement.
The man's family says he's threatened to kill himself before, but this time it looks like he might succeed.
He says he wants to die.
Spectators desperately call out, begging the troubled soul to climb down.
Come on, boy, come down, man. God will forgive you.
Some even preach, praying that holy words might keep the man from his self-destructive path. Their pleas have no effect. With one hand wrapped around a live wire, the suicidal man swings down and seals his fate. In slow motion, you can see him touch an electrode. His leg strikes another wire, turning him into an electrical circuit, sending thousands of volts through his body. Paramedics treat the wounded man, then rush him to an intensive care ward. It's hard to imagine that anyone could survive such an ordeal, but there are miracles in life, and this man is one. It was a painful road to recovery, but proper treatment and drug counseling gave this man a second chance at life. John?
That is an amazing story. Michael, thank you very much. Well, more amazing home video. It was shot by REALTV viewers Rick Martineau and Pat Wickline. They're following a man who cools off barefoot in a fountain and is about to get a big surprise.
Every year, thousands of people turn out to the Bumbershoot Arts Festival in Seattle, Washington. One of the highlights of the weekend is the nighttime burning of a structure called the 7 Deadly Sins. But the main event seems to be the Seattle Center Fountain. It's a place where everyone goes to hang around, dance, and get wet. And every so often, huge jet streams of water explode out of the center of the fountain to excite the crowd. Spectator Rick Martineau rolls his video camera as a few gutsy guys climb their way to the top of the fountain to experience the thrills firsthand. But little do they know that these water squirts pack a powerful punch. Watch again as the young man flips head over heels, then crashes back onto the fountain. Another videographer catches the dramatic moment from a different angle.
Pick him up.
Somebody fell?
Witnesses say the man was slightly injured in his fall, but refused treatment by the paramedics.
Extraordinary. Well, here's another freak accident. A sudden gust of wind takes a carnival kiddie ride for a nightmare flight.
Everybody loves a carnival, especially kids. When it comes to the big crowd pleaser, nothing can beat the oversized attractions like this inflatable castle. Inside, children can yell, scream, and clown around to their heart's content. Some even pretend they can fly. But what happens when an innocent fantasy like flying turns into a child's worst nightmare? That's what's about to happen at this carnival in Australia. Without warning, a freak blast of wind blows an inflatable castle ride 40 feet above the fairgrounds. Imagine the horror, but it's worse than you know. 5 terrified toddlers are trapped inside. The tape is disturbing to watch, but a closer look shows you one small child being tossed from the ride to the turf below. Remarkably, she survives the horror without serious injuries. Bystanders credit the ride operator with saving the children's lives.
And a sudden gust of wind wreaks havoc on our next tape, too. A parasailer wants to come back to the ground, but the wind won't let her. Now it's a terrifying tug of war. Our John Johnston has the home video.
It's a beautiful day in British Columbia, Canada. And a home video camera captures the fun in the sun. A woman is out on the lake parasailing. She's more than 150 feet in the air when the winds shift and the weather turns bad.
The wind picked up to the point where they couldn't bring her in. There was no slack on the line at all. It was very, very tight.
Climb back up, pull him down another. Oh, he's pulling the boat.
You can see a few people on the tape that were trying to climb the actual rope.
But as they try to pull the parachute down, the strong winds pulls the dock toward the shore.
As she got closer to shore, you could see she was heading for some high voltage power lines.
High above, the terrified woman hangs on, a captive of the relentless wind and headed for high voltage.
I couldn't imagine what was going through her mind.
People on shore see the panic on her face and rush to help.
And everybody was grabbing onto the line to try and bring this person down.
They grab the line and begin pulling, but the wind is still stronger than they are. More and more people head into the lake to join in this man versus nature tug of war.
Altogether, about 150, 200 people had started heading towards this floating dock and forming a daisy chain type thing, grabbing onto the line. And as one person would grab it, the next person behind them would slowly lower into the water a bit, so that you've got enough people and enough weight on the line to bring this person down.
The woman is safe. She's on the dock, then on the shore. Home video cameraman Rob Grant says the woman will probably never forget that afternoon, and neither will he.
What I did notice is the way the whole beach came into play on this. And it was safety that brought everybody together to bring this person down safely without any injury or accident.
What a great piece of video. Now, if you have some scary home video of something that happened in your neck of the woods, we'd love to see it. Call us on our toll-free number. It's 1-888-REAL-TV1. Well, here's what's coming up next.
More scary home videos coming up. The weightlifter loses his grip, and the spotter can't help him. And a family is trapped at the window. What would you do?
Tom, don't go in, please.
Later, they're going on a new ride at the fair. And something bad's about to happen. And they thought this shark was dead. Boy, were they wrong. Stick around. We've searched through 25,000 tapes and came up with Real TV's scariest home videos. The only place to see the world's scariest, the world's wildest, and the world's most shocking tapes every day. Real TV.
Welcome back. If you work out with weights, you'll want to see this next tape. There are painful results when the spotter doesn't do his job.
It's the opening of a new gym in Toronto, Canada, and there's no shortage of Arnold Schwarzenegger wannabes showing off their stuff. With cameras watching their every move, these guys are bench pressing hundreds of pounds. It's the job of the spotter to catch the bar if the weightlifter loses his grip. Now watch what happens when this macho man tries to press 475 pounds. Watch it one more time in slow motion. Everyone gets caught up in the excitement, and they fail to notice that the weightlifter loses his grip.
Now, the weightlifter suffered a ruptured spleen and some broken ribs, but he's okay now. Now, a family must make a horrible choice on this next tape. A pregnant woman is trapped in a burning building. From across the street, a woman rolls her camera. Arcebila Vargas shows you the tape.
It's probably one of the most dramatic moments ever captured on videotape. A Chicago apartment building is going up in flames. People are trapped inside and the fire department is nowhere in sight. Noel Perez and his wife Annabelle straddle the ledge of their burning apartment, gasping for air. And if that's not terrifying enough, 22-year-old Annabelle is 7 months pregnant.
People on the ground were just horrified. They were screaming and screaming because they were sure that this woman was going to die.
Josephine Urbanski and her husband Leonard are driving home from a party when they see smoke.
Everybody was crying and screaming, help her, help her, help her.
Leonard runs across the street to help and hands Josephine their home video camera.
Here, you take the pictures.
Lenny's right there. Tom, don't go in, please.
The first image she catches is the young couple trapped on the windowsill of their smoke-filled apartment. With flames breathing down their neck, Annabelle and Noel see no way out. What would you do? There's choking smoke behind them, a 30-foot drop to the concrete pavement below, and remember, Annabelle is 7 months pregnant. In a life-or-death decision, Noel holds his expectant wife out the window and lets go. But the sidewalk is filled with heroes as neighbors waiting below catch Annabelle in a blanket. Annabelle's husband climbs out the window and can hear the fire sirens in the distance. But he can't wait 1 second longer and drops to the street. While some good Samaritans attend to Annabelle, another person leaps from a window of the burning building. Paramedics and firemen finally arrive on the scene and rush the pregnant woman and her husband to the hospital. Miraculously, Annabelle and Noel suffer only minor injuries from the fire, but the emotional scars of their traumatic experience may never heal. And as for Josephine Urbanski, she says the amazing images that she captured through the lens of her camera will haunt her forever.
I still feel frightened for her, looking up there wondering what I would have done if I was caught up there and pregnant. And I just grateful to God that this woman survived that fire.
Not only survived, but Annabella Perez gave birth to a healthy baby girl. The others who jumped also made it out okay. We'll be right back.
Still ahead, the thrill ride turns into a nightmare as this woman slips from the harness. And two guys out cruising turn on their home video cameras and get a brush with death caught on tape. Plus, this shark looks dead, but he's still got plenty of fight in him. Seeing is believing on Real TV.
Well, next, you're about to see home video of the thrill ride that turned into a terror ride. This tape will give you something to think about the next time you visit an amusement park.
Rhonda Weber's boyfriend Chuck had to do a lot of sweet talking to get her into this scene. Now she's sorry he did. Rhonda is on a ride called the ejection seat, and it's a big hit at this Del Mar, California fair. It's a reverse bungee jump that hurls passengers like a slingshot upward at 60 miles an hour. A special camera is mounted on the ride so thrill seekers can have a video memory of their ejection. This is one tape Rhonda would like to forget. Rhonda slips right through the safety harness. There's only one strap stopping her from falling 100 feet to the ground. As the bungee bounces out of control, Rhonda struggles to stay in her seat.
No! No! I went off! I went off! Chuck!
There we go. Okay?
The ride finally comes to a stop, and Rhonda can't wait to get off.
I was just glad to be on the ground. I couldn't believe I was on here, that I let him talk me into going.
Rhonda survived her wild ride and was even brave enough to look at the video.
I really thought I was going to fall out, I was going to land on the ground, and that would be it. Yeah, if I hadn't fallen out, I probably would have enjoyed the ride. I know it's crazy, but I would have enjoyed it.
I can't blame her for feeling that way. Well, two people driving down the road in this next tape, but what they come up with is one very close call.
A man crosses paths with death and narrowly escapes with his life.
27.
Renee and Roger Curry are two cousins on vacation.
5 minutes. Yeah?
Renee is videotaping when they get lost on the streets of Toronto.
And I think you're gonna blame the brake fluid or the steering fluid on me too, eh?
While waiting at an intersection, they leave their camera rolling.
$1 million ticket. Why, do you wait for the cop's permission before you make those U-turn back there? It's not illegal.
Pedestrian Peter Yee is right here on the corner. Watch as he starts to cross the street. The delivery truck speeds through an intersection, crashing into a car. Peter sees the truck, and in a split second, he steps out of its deadly path. As glass flies everywhere, he jumps to avoid the crashed car that's now careening toward him.
Can you catch that on tape? I don't know.
Amazed by what they've just witnessed, Renee and Roger pull over and continue taping.
That's the culprit. Not much damage to him.
They find Peter laying on the grass, unharmed.
I talked to him for a bit, and he said he was okay. He just couldn't believe that he jumped so high. He'd never been so high in the air in his life.
Although Peter had the green light, this tape goes to show you that looking before you cross can save your life.
Talk about seeing your life flash in front of your eyes. Well, in the Gulf of Mexico, fishermen are proud of their catch, a deadly shark. They take out their video camera. That's when the shark gets the last laugh.
A shark is a rare sight in the shallow Gulf waters off the coast of Louisiana. This fishing crew gets lucky and reels in a 7-foot white mako, but their luck is about to change. A home video camera is rolling as the Cajun crew hauls in the shark for a closer look. They think their catch is dead. Guess again.
Oh, get him off of it. Come on, Charlie.
Deckhands can't pry apart the powerful jaws of the dying shark.
Hurry up. Pry him open.
With the help of a crowbar, the shipmate finally yanks his hand free. This crew member is lucky. He still has a hand.
Look at the blood. I thought that son of a was dead.
The shark is dead now, and this deckhand learns a valuable lesson. Before you stick your hand in a dead shark's mouth, make sure it's really dead first.
Oh,
Ooh, that had to hurt. Now, the mate needed several stitches. We'll be right back.
If you have Real TV, call us toll-free at 1-888-REAL-TV1 or on the web, reach us at realtv1.com. Be here tomorrow for more scary home videos, like the gun battle in the park where innocent people are caught in the crossfire, plus the Civil War reenactment that left real-life injuries. And look out for that tree tomorrow on Real TV.
Well, that's it for now for this special edition of Real TV. Keep those cameras rolling and join us again for the next Real TV when once again, we'll give you something to talk about.
If you have a scary moment caught on tape, we'd like to see it. Call 1-888-REAL-TV1 to find out how to make money selling your home video.